What do you make of this then? I mean, Trump threatening to walk away, that must feel like a sort of a punch to the stomach to you guys.
Oh, it is. Hi, Matt, and thank you so much for having me. So let me repeat if we all understand it correctly, right? So the new administration have been in this so-called peace attempts and negotiations for already 90 days. And they say if nothing is working well, then they are walking away. And the achievements within those 90 days were that they pulled away our support and to bring us to the table of negotiation. And then they were not able to get Russia to get the same press release after the Riyadh communications. And so right now they are looking at us and saying, if we are not getting to the peace deal here, we are walking away. Do I understand it correctly?
I think you do.
Course, here in Ukraine, it all sounds absolutely bizarre because, again, it has been like 11 years since Russia first attacked us and 3 years of full-scale invasion. And we were trying to explain with the facts. And again, President Zelensky in the Oval Office was trying to do this with the facts, like saying, look, there will be no quick wins here. Russia will screw you over and you cannot trust them. And before getting into any discussions with them, you need to figure out what points of leverage you have. What are those points of leverage? What did we hear? That Putin said that Trump is a genius, and this is why they hope that Russia will agree to something. Obviously, none of that is working right now, except if there is like some magical cards that President Trump is holding that he will be able to pull. But as of right now, it doesn't seem so. So the biggest question that we have right now is why should we be signing the minerals deal, signing off our minerals to the United States if they already threatened to walk away?
Right. So this minerals deal has to go through the Ukrainian parliament. You will obviously get a vote on it. If there is no security guarantee for Ukraine in this deal, which I'm told is better than the deal that was first put out there, hush hush 2 weeks ago. But if there's no security guarantee, would you vote for it or against it?
Matt, I will have to look into it because there are so many details and the devil is in details, obviously. But the question that I will ask is, what is in this deal for Ukrainian people? Not for politicians, not for like some geopolitical plans, so I will be able to explain to people who voted for us, what is in there for them. And as of right now, it doesn't sound that there will be anything really good.
Right. But I guess the problem is that if you vote against the deal, if it's turned down by Parliament, then that'll be it. There will be no more American money. There will be no more American weapons. And you're on your own with your European partners and allies, which may be enough, but maybe not. Are you prepared to take that risk?
Well, Matt, let me ask you, if we sign this deal, would there be American military support, American money for our defense, and American protection?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? I think if there is, then maybe you signed, and if there isn't, you're going to be on your own anyway, so you might as well stick with the Europeans.
But without the rare minerals.
Yeah.
The truth is that according to our path to EU, we are already supposed to sign that off to European community if we are becoming part of EU. So there will be many uninteresting but very important questions that we will have to be asking ourselves when we will look into that. Because as of right now, Matt, we haven't seen the draft of the deal in Ukrainian parliament.
Okay. From everything
so we're talking about bubbles right now.
Bubbles, yeah. Well, there are lots of bubbles at the moment, and then a lot of them pop and some of them don't. But when you look at everything that Trump has said and done, do you think that the American president has betrayed Ukraine?
I wouldn't say so, because again, there are still many talks, but there has not been any actions that could definitely affirmatively say, okay, this is a betrayal. Of course, it was unpleasant when the support from American side was pulled and then returned back. And of course, I think American people have done so much for us that right now it is unfair, first of all, to them to be providing this policy on the international arena, basically pulling the support from the democratic country in favor of the authoritarian regime that they are trying right now somehow to appease, to soften, to grease. So we will see. I just, again, like every time when I'm talking to my colleagues from the new administration, I'm asking them, like, do you think this is what American people want?
Yeah.
Like, is it really doing the stuff on their behalf? And I doubt that. I seriously doubt this.
Finally and briefly, Kira, do you think that in a year's time, we're going to still see what you desperately want to cling on to, but what the Russians don't want, and what the Americans or this administration doesn't seem to care about, which is an independent, sovereign Ukrainian nation state? Is that still going to be there in a year's time?
Well, we are still here 3 years after nobody believed in us. And we did not capitulate in 2022. We are not capitulating right now. We do not plan to do so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I hope you're right. Kira Rudik, deputy in the Ukrainian parliament, leader of the Cholos party. Thank you very much, as ever,